Hey, what's up? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I am Tyler. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tonight we've got a beer, and it comes from Pontoon Brewing out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. But before we get into it, just wanted to encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. So I want to say this might be my first beer from Pontoon. If not, I don't think I've had more than at least one, maybe one other, or possibly two. I want to say I may have had a sour at some point, but I don't know. We're just going to treat this as our introduction to Pontoon Brewing and see how it holds up. But as I said, comes out of Sandy Springs, Georgia, and this is going to be their Center of the Universe Triple IPA, coming in at 10% alcohol by volume. And this is again, Triple IPA with Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic. Three of those big name, sexy hops, as they call them sometimes. So yeah, let's see what this thing's got in store. It's not as cold as I would usually drink a triple, but it should be fine. I can smell it already just from cracking the can open. Pouring a nice kind of a golden color. It's very easy on the eye, what I will say. I don't know if there's anything else in there, but all right, we'll leave a little room there. All right, so that is a beautiful looking beer. Not gonna lie, one bit. That is just a vibrant orange color. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you can't really get much more of that vibrant golden orange as that. I mean, it's full on hazy up around the bigger part of the glass. Around the thinner part of the glass, you can kind of see a little bit more light. It's a little bit lighter in color there. And you can get a little bit more of that carbonation that's flowing up. About 2.5, 3 fingers worth of a creamy off-white head. Really tight bubbles on there. I don't know if I may have poured too much in here. We'll see. Let's go ahead and try to shove our nose in this thing. We're probably going to have to actually shove our nose in it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Ooh, that's very juicy. Man, I wish I wouldn't have poured so much. I can't really. Basically, all I'm getting is just a medley of citrus fruit right now. There is a big old berry note coming through, though. Big dose of pineapple in there as well. Dude, that head is just. Look at that. It's not even moving. Like, this thing is just. It's just sitting there. I was really hoping that would start going down just so we can get a little bit more flavor. Like, look at this. It's just not even moving. Anyway. I'm just smelling berries and citrus and pineapple. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get a sip. That way I can get my nose in it a little bit better. It's a little frothy there. Man, that head is just very creamy. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit better nose. And that's very tasty, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Big time berry, citrus, and pineapple. But it's got this little bit of like a herbaceous, like green quality to it. Very light, doughy malt. Oh, man. That is such a big berry note. I'm sorry, Ridge, again. But this thing smells like just a freaking basket of mixed berries. A little bit of like a tropical, like passion fruit or something like that. This is a juice bomb for real. I'm ready to go ahead and dive in a little bit more. That last one was a pretty small step. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more here. That's really good. The only thing I'll say is I could have drank this a little bit colder. I picked it up today and I had to leave it in the car for a bit, and it didn't get warm in the car. Like, the cans were still cold. But the cans were still cold. They were just really like sweating a lot. And that was just a little bit ago, so they're not completely chilled. But man, what a beautiful beer. And it's very tasty too. So I guess I could probably talk about that. Excuse me. The nose translates over really nicely. I will say on the palate, I'm getting a little bit more of a dank, type of backbone to this, as opposed to the nose. The nose was just straight up berries, pineapple, like citrusy. It had a little bit of that earthy type of green thing, but the palate and the taste is a lot more dank, but it still carries a giant heaping dose of that berry character over, as well as the citrus and pineapple. Like I said, on the nose, it had a little bit of a tropical vibe too, so I am getting a little bit of that passion fruit coming through as well. It's like a tart type of passion fruit. Really nice malt backbone to this. Triple IPA coming in at 10%. Drinking really nicely for that. Probably wouldn't have guessed this is 10%. I probably would have guessed it was a 8 or something like that if I had to, do this blind. But it's got a really nice malt profile. It's not overly sweet. That's why I'm thinking I probably wouldn't guess it's a triple, just because the malt profile, the sweetness from the malt is really well hidden. It's got basically just a huge emphasis on the hops. And I think the mosaic is doing some wonders in this beer. I'm not getting a lot of the mosaic dankness. I'm getting more of that Citra and Galaxy type of dankness. But the mosaic is really doing its job when it's translating over those fruity berry notes, that pineapple and that orange. Fantastic beer. Really happy I picked this up. And as I said, I'm treating this as if it's my first introduction to Pontoon. If that's the case, great first impression. And I don't think there's a date on here, though. That's the only negative, I guess you could say. But yeah, we get a good bit of Pontoon around here, so I'm gonna have to start grabbing some of their stuff. I've usually just kind of passed it by, but it happens sometimes, and then sometimes we'll branch out. But look at that lacing too. Dude, this is a great beer. It's always nice when you pick up a beer, not really knowing how it's going to turn out, and then it ends up surprising you. So, really happy with it. As far as our rating goes, I'm going to give this a 4.3. I think this is really, really tasty, and I would definitely buy it again, and I would recommend it. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you can leave a like, a comment, subscribe to let me know. And I think that covers everything. Once again, we'll see you in the next review. Cheers.